Hello, my name is Sandy. I'm an ER nurse and I've been for a while. I wanted to talk to you today about something that's pretty important to not only my life but to everybody's. I wanted to talk to you about nonverbal communication. So, why is it so important to all of us? Well, about 90 to 97% of all of our communication happens not through the words we speak, but kind of through how we interact with each other, using facial expressions, how we present ourselves, the clothes we wear, how engaged we are with our eye contact, and of course, facial expressions. Most of us can't control those, but if we were able to, we might be able to communicate a little bit better. So, nonverbal communication. Who communicates nonverbally? Well, babies do, drivers on the road, gesturing, obviously. There's patients that I deal with that are nonverbal due to disability or due to a traumatic incident. If they're intubated, they can't speak to me and tell me the issues that they're facing. So it's very important that we, as people, as healthcare providers, that this is a skill that we're competent with, because it's so important for everybody. We need to know when people are scared so that we can help them. We need to know when people are in pain because otherwise we can't address it. And we need to know when people just need a little bit of an extra presence from us. Nonverbal communication is so important because it allows people who don't speak the same language, who don't speak at all, or who are just having a little bit of difficulty understanding. It helps us all understand each other, our basic needs, and kind of what we need to do for each other to make life easier, to make people happier, and that's really important. People have been communicating nonverbally forever and understanding each other forever. So I don't know why there's such a disconnect today with nonverbal communication and all of us. Before motion pictures had sound and color, they had just acting. There was no sound, and yet people still went to the movies because they could understand what was going on based on the way people were acting, the emotions that they were seeing by the facial expressions, and everyone still enjoyed it. So nonverbal communication is present, it's important, and it's how we understand one another. In my career, I use nonverbal communication literally all of the time. With patients, with physicians, and then with my other nurse coworkers. With patients, I can provide support to a family member or to the patient for news of death or disability. I can provide support to my coworkers when it's a very busy night in the emergency room and we just need a little pick-me-up. And that doesn't even need to be verbal. You can smile, you can pat somebody on the back, or you can give somebody a thumbs up, meaning we can do this, we can get through this, we're a team, and we're strong. Sometimes you need to communicate with physicians in this way. When you see a patient and you're the first one in that room and you realize that they are not doing well, sometimes all you have to do is go to the door, make eye contact with a physician, and the facial expression that you're making, they understand what you mean, they come right in, and they can address the situation with you as a team. So for me, in my career, nonverbal communication is essential to my job. I couldn't do it without it. Nonverbal communication is super important to me. I have a brother. His name is Christopher. He's much older than I am, but he is profoundly mentally retarded. He does not speak, but he does get across what he wants based on his body language, his facial expressions, and kind of the sounds he makes that are not speaking. I care for my brother, and he makes me a better communicator. He makes me a better nurse, and I feel that he makes me a better person in general. So what I would like to leave you with is the question, what can we do to be better nonverbal communicators, as this is such an important role that we all play. Thank you.